In a bid to provide some much-needed sustainability for the country's stressed water resources, Operation Hydrate is drilling boreholes in drought-stricken areas across the country. This as National Water Week gets underway from the 17th to the 23rd of March. Well, I'm joined now in studio by Yaseen Theba from Operation Hydrate. Yaseen, good to have you with us again.
Thank you.
So when we spoke to you last, Operation Hydrate had just gotten off the ground. How's the operation going, and how have you incorporated this borehole drilling into your operation?
Well, we've already distributed up until this weekend 12 million litres of water to 5 provinces throughout the country.
And that's bottled?
Bottled, 5-litre bottled water. We will continue distributing that water because there are certain areas that still desperately need water, and the bottled water is the best option to get water there as quick as possible. But we know that we need to make communities more sustainable. We know that we need to look towards medium to long-term solutions, and borehole seems to be an answer. We've got an hydrologist on the ground that's escalating and looking at areas where we need to identify areas where they can pump water into the municipal system, where they can make communities more sustainable. We've dug 18 boreholes thus far, and we're continuing to collect funds so that we can serve the people by getting water to them.
Critically speaking, if I ask you as somebody who's been on the ground assessing the water situation across the country, and it is National Water Week, do you think more needs to be done? How are we in a water crisis? What is our water sustainability really like?
You know, looking at the ground, seeing the desperation of people resorting to drinking sewage water, farmers desperate for water, cattle dying because there's just no water. It's very, very desperate. So much more needs to be done. I said we've distributed 12 million litres. It's just not enough. The Department of Water and Sanitation is transporting water to these areas. It's just not enough. A lot more needs to be done. There's such a breakdown of infrastructure. So while we're receiving rain and things as well, there's so much more that needs to be done within the municipalities to ensure that there's repairs on the municipal systems, to ensure that people are getting water through their taps. People are walking for kilometers upon kilometers just to get clean drinking water, and that's an indication that so much more needs to be done.
Are you getting any kind of support from the government?
We are getting support in the sense that we're sharing information, we're sharing areas that need to be that are identified where urgent boreholes need to be drilled. We're working with them and sharing information so that we can get to the people as quick as possible.
You mentioned the rain. With the amount of rain we've had recently, has that made a difference, an impact, or is it too early to tell?
Well, you know, it might relieve some of the people of the effects of the drought, but there's still a water crisis. And until that infrastructure is not repaired and we don't see a build-up of infrastructure, water systems throughout the country, I think there's still a lot of people that will be battling and suffering from the water crisis. And
the borehole project now, what does that look like? You've managed to drill quite a few, but you've still got some to drill.
Yeah, well, the minister made an announcement that there's over 1,500 boreholes that need to be drilled urgently. They've shared that list with us. We are looking at areas so that we can hit out some of those boreholes and work with government, work within the communities. But I mean, boreholes cost money. 85,000 rand is what we've costed a borehole at on average. Certain boreholes might cost more just depending on the depth that we have to go. But if we can't find water from above, we're going to look underground and we're going to try and look for water. Our hydrologists are assessing the situation, and we hope to get some reports so that we can continue collecting funds and getting those boreholes to the people.
All right, so you are getting funding, and people are donating for these boreholes.
Yeah, I mean, we made a call again this morning to corporate South Africa to assist us in helping us fund this project. South Africans have been amazing. Water Week is a perfect opportunity for corporates to spend 85,000 rand and sponsor a borehole so that the community can get water for a sustainable period.
Fantastic. Yaseen, thank you very much for coming in, and all the best with the rest of the operation.
Thank you. Thank you.